Hey everybody, I am here with Josh Bauman, head of middle school, and we're going to talk a little bit about what has been going on campus and what is coming up on the Bartram campus. So thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Tyler, for inviting me in.
Anytime. It's an exciting time at Bartram. So what do we have going on?
Indeed. Well, recently we had our Grandparents' Day at Bartram, which is a great success. We had a little bit of a different format this year. We had some hot spots around campus. So there was an athletic display, there was a stop in the robotics, computer science space, a visual arts display in our art studio, and then particularly fun was a science experiment in the Parish Family Outdoor Learning Lab. So the students were able to take their grandparents there and complete a surface tension experiment. So thanks to the science teachers for helping to facilitate that. But really a huge thanks to the Parent Association, who just puts in so much thought and effort in creating those days.
What else? What else do we have on tap?
Well, it is the season for the arts at Bartram and at Bowles. We have the Visual Arts Showcase at Bartram. The band will be performing for middle school and upper school in their winter concerts, as well as the chorus. And I just love these events. It's a really showcase of the talent that our students have, but also the expertise of our teachers. So thank you to our arts teachers for all that they do to inspire our students.
Yeah, outside of the teachers and the students that are participating, I think it's easy for people to discount the amount of time that goes into prepping for these presentations. These are in many ways their final exams.
Exactly. You know, we often have a tendency to highlight these special events that are going on our campuses, but one thing I want to make sure to do is say thank you to the teachers, because when I think of the great work on the middle school campus, immediately my mind goes to the classrooms each day and the amazing experiences students are having in their classrooms through discussions they're having with their peers, through experiments in science, through math problems. The great work that the teachers are doing each day is really one of the highlights that are always going on our campuses.
Yeah, without a doubt. Very, very grateful for that and all the hard work that goes into that behind the scenes. And speaking of final exams, we have exam season coming up. How's that working at the middle school?
Well, at the middle school, it's different than the upper school, and that's intentional. It's thoughtful in terms of how we are giving students an exposure and new experiences with exams. So we kind of ease them into it in the first semester. So students will only take exams in math and world languages in the first semester, and then they will have more exams in the second semester. But we are intentional. We have a couple extra day of classes. We do have a reading day, and just really thinking about being intentional about preparing our students for those larger assessments.
That's great. That's great. We're also in the midst of athletic season, the winter athletic season. How are things going?
Great. First, a thanks to our coaches who dedicate so much time to support our athletics teams. But we have winter boys and girls soccer, boys and girls basketball, wrestling, and swimming, of course, continues as well. They recently had their big mid-season championship in Orlando. In the spirit of competition as well, we also have our speech and debate team, who is in the midst of the heart of their season with competitions almost every weekend now. And our coach, Mr. Hodges, who's been on Campus Connect with you in the past. In your conversations with him, you'll know it's a very successful team. But really what impresses me the most is just the skills that these students gain and the way that they're able to apply it, and probably in their classes, but also when they speak at convocation, just the level of detail.
And then also in the spirit of competition, we have robotics.
Indeed. We have two middle school teams. One, the Sea Dogs, led by Gabby Fudge. They recently qualified for the regional tournament in the first Lego League Challenge. And then our other team, the Aquaneers, led by Coach Mark Myers, they will compete soon to determine whether they will advance as well. So great stuff there.
And then advisories, a really unique part of the Bowles Middle School experience. How are they being involved?
Great. Well, in this season, I think it's really important through our advisory program to really remind our students to think about what they're grateful for, and then also how can they support others within our community. So new this December is at each grade level, advisories are partnering with a local organization. So they will learn about the mission of that organization and then think about how they can support their work. So for example, in the 6th grade, they're partnering with the Sulzbacher Center, who supports local homeless men, women, and children. And they are going to learn about that organization and then collect some supplies for after-school enrichment programs and activities for children within that organization.
Great. Well, that is amazing. I love that we're showing middle schoolers that even they have the opportunity to make a difference in their larger community, and that's really important for them to recognize. It's empowering for them. I also know that we are always willing to host people on campus, so.
Yeah, please come by the middle school Bartram campus. Would love to show you around, show you some of the special events that are happening, but also take you to some classrooms and see the amazing work that our students and teachers are doing each day.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for coming in, and thanks to everybody out there for all that you do.